Little Prince World English class.
The Little Prince is one of the most translated works of literature in the world and has been published in of 202 languages and dialects. In addition, it is the best-selling books in the world. In addition to writing the work's illustration, here also made by Anthony de Saint-Exupéry. The book has been adapted several times, both in cinema and in theatrical and music shows. Summary: the author of the books himself is a character in the story in which he begins in the role of narrator recording shared memories. He's loved to draw, but some others exiled him to put that dream aside and to took up the practice of aviator. On one of the trips through the lands of the Sahara Desert, his plane crashed in the middle of the desert, and after falling also and waking up his fast with the boy of short stature, blonde hair, and who wore her scarf around his neck. Throughout this story, the little prince tells his adventures to tell poetry. The tells about his planet B612 has formed only 3 volcanoes, one that was extinct and others. The people of the Little Prince going out on his travels in search of the meaning of the things, the polity, and the main character forms the friendships, relationships, and talks about everything. Friendships, loves, love art, and the pursuit of self. We listen to the adventures of the Little Prince. The polity realizes that people don't waste the things in life.
In the movie, the girl, her mother, and the whole story that involves the two. None of this exists in the movie. In the book, the aviator is the one who tells the whole story from the moment he was a child and had his fertile imagination, and that gradually disappeared due to living with adults and with the passage of the years as one adult in which his plane crashes in The Little Prince. In the book, at no time is the age of the aviator revelation. We know that he is an adult is 14. In the book, he follows the prince travels through several planets until he reaches, with all of them rich in details. The prince in both is the same, but the end is different from the movie.
For the film, the story of a girl whose mother creates a whole life plan for her was created. Only studies and no fun, and this ends up being the focus on the movie. The girl, your mother, and every story that surrounds the two of them, there is nothing in the book. In the movie, we have the same characters from the book: the aviator, the horses, the snake, and the fox. In the movie, who tells much of the story of the Little Prince for the girl is the aviator. However, after a certain moment, already at the end of the film, the girl takes over the narrative of the stories in the film. The aviator is that typical old neighbor, alone, kind of crazy, but kind. The prince is his essence is the same as in the movie. They also count the prince's travels through several planets. He wishes the Earth, but in a more worse way. The end of the movie's story is different. It was recreated for the movie, but the message is the same.
The Tale The Little Prince was written by Anthony de Saint-Exupéry, who was a French writer, illustrator, and pilot, born on June 29, 19 in Lyon, France, and died in July 1, 1944 at age 44 during a conflict with German troops in Mediterranean while piloting. His works were critiqued by some elements such as aviation and war. Among them, The Little Prince, which in 1943 stands out.
History context of the work The Little Prince. Right, the Nazi invasion of France, Spirit fled to the United States. During this period, he wrote a letter to a hostage 1943, and encouraged by American editors who saw his skill as an amateur draftsman to make a work for children. One of his books spoke of his professional passion to impress. The Little Prince. In 1943, Anthony de Saint-Exupéry wrote his most important The Little Prince, 1943, a children's fable for adults, whose works is rich in book symbols, red characters shown as the serpent, the rose, the lonely adults, and for the fox. Actors did. In 1943, Anthony de Saint-Exupéry returned to the Air Force in North America, and like The Little Prince, at the end of the book, Saint-Exupéry seems to have just disappeared from the earth he did, in a planned case during a reconnaissance mission on July 31, 1944, shot down by a German fighter. His body was near found in 2004. The week scheduled for the plane he was piloting was found a few kilometers off the tree. Presses Marcel France.